Hello again. It's a lovely evening. Mm. It's a good time for checking in on our girls again. Let me go to yeah, I'm gonna get something real quick. Okay. Got my medicine, got my cough drop, got um my tea. Time to load in. Mm. Alright, Jesse has arrived. That was the big cliffhanger I left off on the last one, streamed a couple weeks ago. Huh. As sure as the sun will swallow the earth, Jesse arrives right on time. 3 knocks clatter at the front door. We all freeze. 3 sets of eyes look to me.
Crap, it's Jesse. We can see that.
Technically, we can hear it. If her perfume is as strong as last time, we might be able to smell it, too.
We really need to have a talk with Yellowstone soon.
Ernie locked the keys in the truck and it was just a whole big thing.
Ernie, my man. She grunts and I hear the porch creak.
Could you come open the door for me? I'm carrying a lot of stuff and it's actually
Another grunt.
a little heavy.
She overestimated. Her muffled voice sounds pathetic on the other side of the door. Sorry, Jesse, you'll have to wait a bit longer.
Sorry, I'm naked. You're a terrible liar. And you're just terrible. Now, go disappear or whatever it is you things do.
And the 3 girls come together to lock hands. Zion grabs a fine strand of her muddy hair and whines.
We're still so dirty. Let's just splash around in the river and wash it all off.
I don't think so. You'll be using the campground showers like respectable.
All 3 of them vanish right in the middle of Yosemite's lecturing. A gust of wind blows through my hair. Silence has never been so therapeutic. I sprint over to the door and open it for her. Just in time, too, because Jessie looks like she's about to be crushed by the weight of all the grocery bags she's holding. I think her muscles might collapse. The things I make this poor woman endure. The only comfort I can give her is a pitiable smile. I take half the bags and balance them in my arms as I wobble to the table.
You're an angel.
No, that would be Zion.
That's a first.
We drop all the bags on the table and catch our breaths. Produce and snacks slide out and spread across it. Better make sure they don't fall off.
Phew. My eyes just about bulged out of my head when you faxed me your grocery list. You must be a hungry gal.
Yep, that's me. The hungriest gal that ever did exist.
I'm bulking.
Hell yeah, sis. And by bulking, I mean running my ass off so Yellowstone's cooking doesn't lead to the growth of said ass. Seriously. She has so many dishes she wants to try out, I can't keep up. I mean, do you ever asked Yosemite, how much junk she likes in the trunk? You never know, right?
Well, whatever you're doing, I'm just glad it's making you happy.
She flops down in the chair Yosemite usually sits in and takes off her hat so she can fan herself with it.
Oh, wasn't aware I gave off the impression of someone who was happy.
Happier. Maybe it's a relative thing. I slump down in my chair and rest my chin on the table.
Not on the outside. We haven't gotten that far yet. But I have reason to believe that on the inside, your heart is at least half full.
Oh? She's noticed something about us.
Quit with the poetry and spill the dirt you have on me.
My muscles tense up. She couldn't possibly know anything about the girls, could she? Jessie slips a stack of folded papers out of her breast pocket.
This right here.
She slices it through the air.
It's a stack of complaints.
Campers couldn't take the heat, huh?
These are all from the rangers who work the station across the clearing.
What a surprise.
Oh, are the hacks upset because they can't do their jobs right?
I put on my best baby voice, and honestly, I think it's hilarious, but Jessie must think otherwise, because she just gives me a flat glare.
Let's read a couple, shall we?
Rolling my eyes, I rip open one of the bags of teriyaki jerky Jessie brought. She gives a distinguished cough. Ah, no, that was nowhere near as distinguished as she probably is. As she unfolds the paper and begins reading.
Ranger Adams is highly competent at her job.
More than them, at least.
Come on, girl, stop. I answer with half-chewed turkey still in my mouth.
However, her
Dude, beats
confrontational
jerk it
demeanor
now.
and rigid personality often puts her at odds with the other rangers.
Have they even seen her around enough? Like, I feel like if that is happening, that's all been off screen, because everything on screen is just her puppy and her little sisters and her adopting with her big, gigantic gay elf.
Rigid? That's a new one.
Not the only thing that's rigid in her pants. Jessie scoffs as she moves on to the next file.
On various occasions, Ranger Adams has insisted that I am incapable of properly doing my job, and in one such instance implied a threat of bodily harm against me by making a strangling motion when she believed my back to be turned.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Okay, that skid mark is a trust fund baby. He's only here because his old man rubbed elbows with the last secretary up in Washington.
This one is my favorite.
She reads off the next one in her stack.
Despite only working Mondays through Fridays, Ranger Adams routinely comes into the station on weekends to file paperwork that is not her own and investigate office supplies to make sure they are, and I quote, up to regulation standard.
Okay, I know why that one's her favorite.
They were printing out fire permits on yellow paper, Jesse. Yellow paper. I know things are always tight around here, but I couldn't just let them do that.
That is really good. She takes off her hat and fans herself with it, strands of her hair blowing past her smug face. Instead of saying anything, she just smiles.
So what? You here to scold me then?
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see.
At first. But you know those rate how we're doing sheets?
Oh?
The ones that no one ever fills out?
Apparently people have been filling them out. I'm just as
wouldn't be
shocked
so sure
as
about
you
that.
are. From her breast pocket, she takes out a stack of paper. This one way thicker, though. Like a deck of cards, she slides it over to me.
Pissed off that many people, huh?
Give yourself more credit. These are all compliments.
What? That can't be right.
She's teasing me. That has to be it. There's no way, right? I spider crawl my fingers to the paper, but stop just shy of grabbing it to read. No one actually has the willpower to tolerate me finger wagging them for more than 5 minutes. Maybe here or there, but only on the rare occasion when they're actually interested, or if they're pretending to be polite. But I have to. It's my job to nag them into safety so that maybe they can take care of themselves and the planet around them. Maybe.
Every single one of these praises you by either name or description. There's a few bits here and there about scaring small children, but generally speaking, they love you.
She clasps her hands together and rests her chin on the back of them. The look on her face isn't smug anymore. It's scarier. It's that genuine glint of warmth in her eyes. It's pride. It makes me uncomfortable, not because of the crushing duty of obligation or anything. Nothing like that. Because if what's written on these sheets is real, then that would imply that the Eve who is here now is, well, different than the one that was exiled to this cabin.
What they love is a ranger in a big hat who can do the whole shtick and gimmick with them. I'm a walk-around character in a theme park.
I slide the papers back to her, but she pushes them right back.
What you are is someone people can rely on and learn from. Encapsulating ideals doesn't make you a fraud, Eve. You don't pick fights for no reason. You're honest. That's something people respond to. And there's not a soul alive who doesn't have an opinion on honesty. That's why I love these. Even the complaints. They tell me that you're showing the rest of the world what I already know about you.
That's something I don't think I'm ready to believe.
I think you put too much stock in everyone.
And I don't think you put in enough. Try having faith in your fellow man for once.
She can generalize it as that, but I don't think it's my fellow man I'm not ready to have faith in. Looking down at this stack of paper is like looking down at a Bible. Thick, daunting, and tells me more about myself than I would like to know.
I'll let you keep those.
Jessie shoots me a smirk that turns into a grimace. Her hand springs for her back as she lets out a pained grunt. You good there, girl? I wince as she tries to soothe the pain. She makes the discomfort vivid enough for me to feel through osmosis.
How's that back of yours doing?
So, kind of you to ask.
All she can do is groan. Her entire upper body looks stiff as a plank.
Let's get you over to the couch.
I move to get out of my chair, but she waves her hand at me to stay away.
Let it happen! Let it happen!
The whole dramatic command somehow makes its way through her teeth. I swear sometimes she's just as stubborn as me. After a few more moments of her gritting her teeth and willing her way through the worst of it, she collapses in the chair and catches her breath.
You're going to overwork your way back into the wheelchair, you know?
Oh? We're getting some more backstory. She was in a wheelchair.
I see my doctor has gotten to you too, huh?
Doesn't take a PhD to give common sense. Seriously, just take this surgery, Jessie.
And be out for a month? I don't think so. What would everyone do without me?
Jessie.
We'd manage.
What, the gift shop?
It doesn't even take a second for her to correct the record.
I'm sorry, that was really mean. I love you all. You all do such wonderful work.
Look at you. You can't even claim a small victory without stressing out over it.
She whines like a teenager.
I know. I blame all this paperwork. It's a lot of sitting down at desks, and my back just never took to it after the promotion. I'm filing more reports now than I ever did working patrol down in Santa Monica.
Now that I believe this woman's existence well. That I find a bit harder to take. After getting crippled into an early retirement, she trains her way out of borderline paralysis, then takes up a job with the Park Service. She's nuts. Certifiable, even.
Just try taking it a little easier. You're not getting any younger.
Hey! What's that supposed to mean? My 30s aren't sunsetting just yet.
Of course not. It's more like golden hour. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way to describe it. Her back must be feeling a hell of a lot better because now she is clasping her chest, wounded by the truth. By being in your 6,030s, kiddos.
Oof. Even your platitudes are cutting.
I thought you liked my honesty.
Not when I'm on the other end of it.
Jessie pats to herself and sighs. She whispers something I'm pretty sure she wants me to hear anyway.
Work in progress, Jessie. Work in progress.
She twirls her hat and slips it back on, then cautiously rises up from the chair.
What? You're leaving already? You just got here.
Just because it's your day off doesn't mean it's mine. I can't stay here and chit-chat forever.
Aww. But if she could, she would. Stretching, she lifts her arms over her head and lets all the slipped discs and nerves crack back into place. She gives me a chirpy little smile.
Unless you say please.
Oh, making her say please of all things. Come on, man. I slide out of my chair, walk over, grab her shoulders, then shove her towards the door.
Yeah. Please leave.
Yeah, I knew it. She ain't doing that. She ain't the type to woo. She chuckles as I escort her. Honestly, I am sad to see her go so soon. Jessie might be the only person in this entire park I haven't pushed away through the years, even as I'm physically pushing her away from me. She actually cares about me, God knows why.
Oh, before I forget, what's on your agenda today?
Let's see. Agenda for the day off. Drink some coffee. Sit on the couch. Definitely nothing to do with any coyote puppies. Nope, no ma'am. Those do not exist in this vicinity, for I banished them all to the nether realm. We stop at the door. A strong wind blows into the cabin. I look off into the distance, and instead of morning birds fluttering through a blue sky, I see a stroke of dark gray forming on the horizon.
Looks like it's fixing to rain, so I guess I'll go see if anyone needs help keeping the water out of their tents. Maybe drop by the station and make sure nothing is leaking.
The jesters over there would probably sooner let it flood and put a bucket underneath the leak.
Yeah, don't do that. They think I dropped by to chew you out. Take it easy on them for a few days, and if they ask, just say I made you cry.
Always thinking about appearances and optics, eh?
There goes my agenda.
For Pete's sake, Eve! It's your day off! Get some hobbies!
See, okay, this is... A lot of people will be like, oh, this is jobless behavior, or, you know, oh, they'll be like, get a job. Well, that'll be like the insult, right? But the, ever more scathing one is finding someone to tell that they got no hobbies. That's the real big oof right there. Like anyone can pull off a certain level of joblessness if they try hard enough, in my opinion. But it's the true hobbyless that are, yeah. I, stand in stunned silence as she marches over to the truck.
I have hobbies.
Okay, name one. Jesse snorts. I have hobbies. Do you know? She climbs into the cab and starts the ignition. Leaning out the door, she shouts over the engine.
Coffee doesn't count. Go read that book you ordered. Should be with the groceries.
Book?
Book? When did I order a book? All I faxed her was my grocery list.
Ta-ta for now. I'll radio you later.
I'm sure you will. Jessie twinkles her fingers out the window and salutes me a goodbye. As I watch her drive out of the clearing, I just feel more confused. She said plenty of confusing things this morning. The biggest being that crap about me being someone people can rely on. But that still doesn't explain what the book she was talking about. The truck coughs and wheezes down the clearing and onto the dirt road. It climbs over the bend in the horizon. When it's out of sight, I step back into the cabin. My gaze shifts over to the table, and in my head I sift through the groceries. It's vague, but I can make out the rectangular shape of a book pressing against one of the bags. Weird. Really weird. In what's been a rarity since the day I was first stationed here, the cabin is silent. Even if the girls are just in another room, it's, the first time in a while I don't have curious or prying eyes on me. The whole space feels dead and empty. Maybe a while back I would have liked it, but now it just feels unnerving. I go to the table and unpack an entire produce aisle from the bag. And sure enough, a paperback is waiting for me near the bottom. So new and unread, the cover still has a gleam on it. The Proust effect. The senses as doorways to lost memories. I pick it up and flip it over. It doesn't take more than reading the first sentence in the summary to know this is a Yosemite purchase. Of course it is. Who else but her? All she reads is pseudoscience and history. Then she tries to mix the two until they form theory salad. Still, Yosemite isn't someone who wastes their time without a reason. There's always a logic to it, as warped as it might end up being. So it makes me wonder, what kind of mind labyrinth is she exploring right now? And to put a finer point on it, why didn't she mention it? Why indeed? Why indeed? Hmm. Hmm. The knob to the bathroom turns as the door squeaks. I drop the book so fast it may as well be my college philosophy class.
Rub-a-dub-dub! Thanks for the scrub.
I only understood half of that. but you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Yosemite. Sorry for getting messy.
You're very welcome, sweetie. Just be more careful next time.
The three park girls prance out of the bathroom, not a single speck of mud to be found on Yellowstone or Zion. Instead of the outfits I've gotten used to seeing them wear, they're both wearing matching oversized t-shirts. An I Love Zion National Park shirt for Yellowstone and a I Love Yellowstone National Park for Zion. That's so fucking cute. Oh my god. They're adorable. It's so disgustingly adorable. My body has a physical reaction to it. My heart is melting or something. I hate it, but also I kind of love it. Yosemite seems to be having a similar reaction, except her gushing is focused more or less on Zion, who she watches with this dopey smile until our eyes meet, and then she just frowns.
What's wrong with you? Just see a ghost?
I'm still hovering over the table like a weirdo, with the book no laying lopsided on the table. Totally not suspicious, Eve. Your snooping is both subtle and inconspicuous. Clearing my throat, I slink away from the scene of my crime. I almost said scent. I'm a Be Real, homies. I almost said scent. Hopefully it doesn't look as suspicious as I feel. It better not show that it looks suspicious on your face, girl.
Sure did. 4 of them, in fact. Every day.
Or I'm gonna avoid this conversation, so just roll with this, okay? Yosemite eyes me, both of us taking mirrored steps to our new positions. Me to the couch, her to the table.
Oh. Who's the 4th?
But why? Where are you hiding, Ranger? I shoot her a pair of finger guns and click my tongue like the smooth criminal No, I absolutely am not.
The one I see in the mirror.
Doesn't matter, just let the conversation die, you entitled shrub. Her brow furrows. She stares down at the table for a long time, squinting as she focuses in on something. It has to be the book. She's too savvy for her own good. She knows I saw it, and now I'm gonna get a lecture for not minding my own business. Despite her not telling me she was ordering it to begin with.
Your self-deprecation is boring. I'm starting to think it's the only gimmick you have.
Hey, come on. She has another gimmick. It's deprecating other people. I'm gonna get a milk. Be right back. It's cute that you think you can hide things from me. Be sure your sins will find you out, because if they don't, I will. Oh god, here it comes.
What are these?
She picks up the folded stack of visitor surveys Jessie left here, and waves them through the air. An audible groan slips out of me. Somehow, this is even worse than if she figured out I saw the book.
Visitor surveys. Jessie thought they were important enough for me to see.
And I suppose you're ecstatic for the new fireplace kindling.
Not today. Everything in that stack involves yours truly.
What did you do this time?
I like how both of them just assumed it was completely negative. Really are mirror images, you two.
A good job, apparently.
I scoff while saying it because if I'm being honest, I still don't buy it. Maybe we got a weird batch of visitors, or maybe those surveys are so layered with sarcasm it flew over Jessie's head. She's nice enough for that to happen. Whatever it is, it's not me. Yosemite scrambles to unfold the surveys. Her eyes scan across the paper, going from side to side as she reads from top to bottom. When she's done, her ears twitch and perk up.
Eve, this is positive. Glowing, even.
Well, that, puts the kibosh on that particular theory.
I'll take your word for it.
Once I've had time to digest everything, I'll start going through all of them. But right now, the idea of reading them reminds me of hearing my voice coming out of a phone or video. It forces a specific kind of objectivity I'm not ready for. Oh, girl, same. But Yosemite is ready for it. She laps that stuff up, flipping from page to page, devouring each one faster than I'm convinced she can actually read. She stops on one, a warm smile, untainted by her ego or usual sarcasm, spreads across her face, a flushed red crosses her cheeks, and her pebble-like freckles glitter beneath the red. It reminds me of a vivid sunset. Get yourself a girl who thinks your blushing looks like a sunset.
I'm keeping this one.
Those are official files that are technically property of the federal government.
And now this one is an official document for my records. Ha ha ha!
Yosemite's head bobs up to her fake laugh. She rolls the one paper into a tube and slides it into her jacket. The rest she puts back down on the table. This entire time, Zion has been eyeing the groceries and pursing her lips, as if she's been waiting for us to finish this conversation. Such a considerate little cherub.
Yellowstone, did you see? Miss Eve's mom brought groceries.
Like, what?
I sure did. It's a freight load of it, too. Now I can whip up all those vegetarian recipes you wanted me to try. Thanks, Mama Eve. Thanks, Eve's mom.
Let me stop you there. Jessie is my boss, not my mom. What kind of mental gymnastics did you do to get that idea?
No, that's your mom. That's your mother now. They said so. The idea that she looked old enough to be my mom would cause what's left of Jessie's ego to crumble into dust if she heard this.
Oops, that's my bad.
Zion gives an apologetic bow.
She's so kind and gentle with you. I just assumed.
Like a drunk kicking open the church's door mid-sermon, Yellowstone barges back into the conversation.
Yeah, plus you talk to her like a cranky teenager.
Got her there.
Thank you, Yellowstone.
And she's taller than ya.
Okay, taller equals mother? Sure.
Thank you, Yellowstone.
And you wear the same clothes.
What are we gonna do about this? What are we gonna do about this one?
'Cause it's our uniform. What planet do you live on?
Meanwhile, Yosemite is doing a terrible job of trying to hide her amusement. Her puffed out cheeks, the only things keeping her cackling at bay.
Perhaps she's the better version of you after all.
Listen here, ya. I collapse on the couch, tossing my arm over my eyes as a makeshift sleep mask. Wake me up when this tangent is over.
And the better version of you is the one on postcards. Now shove it.
You know, I was thinking. And I can't believe I did it again. I just realized I did not hit live on YouTube until just now. I cannot believe this is what I get, right? I did it perfectly the first time when I did the the YouTube alert, where it's like, hey, the fish is gonna be live soon. But like the past times I did this, this happened with the Deltarune one, Deltarune number 8 too. And this is the 8th. Oh, wait, let me check. This is in fact the 8th. Yeah. This is the 8th National Park Girls stream. Unlucky number 8? Question mark? Well, I guess I'll just upload the full version as well. No idea how or why. Went live on YouTube 40-something minutes after going up on Twitch. I am a genius. But anyway, as I was saying, I definitely have a title now. The better version of you is the one on postcards. I was thinking about what it would be this whole time. I had a couple ideas, but nope, I deleted all the other ones. That's gonna be the update. That's gonna be the full YouTube title right there. And to prove it, I'll even make it the thumbnail. Let me... oh, what the hell is in my fucking gaps and belching lately? Okay. Back to it. For a brief, wondrous moment, all is quiet. And then, I feel a weight pressed down on one of the couch cushions. I uncover my eyes and get a view of one of the lesser-known sights in this park, Yosemite's back. She sits on the edge of the couch, close enough for me to catch the smell of lemongrass and pine needles that always accompanies her, but far enough for me to not kick her off for invading my personal space. She can stay. For now.
So now that your little get-together with Jessie has been adjourned, how do you plan on wasting the rest of your day off?
It's only a waste if I spend it with you.
Is that your answer, then?
I give the best shrug I can while lounging on a couch.
Boss lady told me not to piss off the bums at the station, so my plans for the day are dead. Might still go down to the camp and help people prep for the rain, though.
Maybe do some journaling inside Teddy. Agonize over whether or not I want to read the surveys. After all, they aren't technically real until I read them. That sure is a philosophy.
Actually...
Yellowstone pokes her head over the back of the couch, thrusting her volcano between me and Yosemite. In any other context, that would sound dirty, but thankfully, this one is on the top of her head.
As much as I admire you not having any hobbies, because you're such a stickler for your work and all, I think there was something Zion wanted to bring up with you gals.
Why is everyone so stuck on this today? I have hobbies. Lots of them. You'd at least need an entire hand to list them all off. Yellowstone waves over Zion.
Don't be shy, cutie. They're gonna go gaga for the idea.
Yosemite and I pass unsure glances at each other. Pretty sure the last time I went gaga over something was when I was an infant. Twiddling her thumbs and staring at her feet, Zion floats to the front of us, as if being forced to introduce herself in front of the class. Aww, baby.
I didn't want to bring it up in case Miss Eve had any plans, but if it's okay, I'd like to make a suggestion.
Are you gonna suggest force them? I have a suggestion.
Go ahead and say what you need to. Yosemite's tone is light, airy, and oozing with adoration. She treats Zion with kid gloves, while the rest of us get the boxing gloves instead.
Well, you've been living with us for some time now, Miss Eve. And while it was an adjustment, it's also been very wonderful. Things are much more lively now.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment, I think. Why does it feel like she's about to say, but it's just not working out?
Unfortunately, it's not often that the four of us get to spend time together. What with you and your work, Yosemite and her research, Yellowstone spreading chill vibes. Yes, and Yellowstone spreading her message of chill vibes. We all spend time together, but we don't spend time together. It can get rather lonesome.
Aww.
Preach it, sister!
Yellowstone gives a sagely nod, but I'm not sure I buy the illusion.
So, if it's not an issue, perhaps perhaps we can all spend today, well, together.
Let's go. Over the course of her pitch, Zion's face has been getting progressively pinker. The monumental task of addressing us all at once, too much for her timid soul to bear. A stark contrast to the righteously furious angel that delivered a hellish tongue-lashing upon Yosemite not too long ago. But between all the stutters, gulps, and pauses, she still managed to spit the whole thing out. It's enough to make me at least humor the suggestion.
Did you have anything in mind?
Actually, there was...
How about a picnic?
Yosemite cuts off Zion and does it with a smile on her face.
I'm always down for a good old-fashioned picnic. We can have macaroni salad, P&P sandwiches.
Yellowstone? What's that?
PB and P?
Peanut butter and pickles, you goofball.
Come on now. Ain't no way.
Picnic is fine, but I veto whatever that is.
Before Yellowstone can whine about it, Zion wiggles back into the discussion that she sparked.
Isn't it going to rain, though? I was thinking we could do something inside. Board games, charades. That might be nice.
Zion trails off until her suggestions are quiet whispers. It must have been persuasive enough for Yellowstone, though. As she leaps to the rescue and lifts Zion back up.
You got a point. There was a storm brewing out there earlier. Let's just put that idea on ice for now and kick back here instead.
Nonsense. Zion loves picnics.
But it's gonna rain, though. As, certain as she sounds for insisting on what someone else likes, the moment she says it, the look on her face is anything but. Her lips purse into a deep frown. She stares at Zion, and for all her pride and snobbery, Yosemite actually looks pathetic, like a scared child looking to an adult for comfort.
You do, don't you?
Zion stares up at her and they lock eyes. Any hesitation she had about picnics or rain melts away into a bright grin.
You're right. I love them.
Using her wings to propel her forward, Zion flutters into Yosemite's arms and the two of them tightly embrace. Yosemite closes her eyes and smiles, soaking in the moment of affection. Zion's eyes are wide open and far away. She is not smiling. I don't know about this. There's something off about this dynamic. I'm not sure I am able to grasp what that is. I look to Yellowstone, hoping for some silent elaboration. But she just clicks her tongue and starts walking towards the kitchen. Maybe she's right about it being an intense case of mama bear syndrome. Who am I to say how park girls interact?
So what about the weather, genius? Or are you just craving soggy sandwiches?
Linear thinking. You're so good at it. We aren't limited to just eating within this park. There are other options. And I know just the place.
Zion looks up at her, most of her face buried in Yosemite's jacket.
You do?
Oh, yes. In fact, it's your favorite place.
With a stretch and a yawn, I prop myself off the couch.
Guess that means it's time for another field trip.
My thinking may be linear, but if those paintings on the walls have been anything to go by, it sounds like the four of us will be piling into Zion National Park. I can act like a grump all I want, but Zion National Park has been on my bucket list for a while. Maybe if I'm lucky, they'll take me to the Weeping Rock Trail. I really want to hike under the mountain's overhang. The best part of hikes like that is when you get sprinkled by the waterfalls. It's so refreshing, and you feel so rejuvenated after.
Excited?
I freeze, only now realizing that I'm grinning. It's a normal human reaction, but Yosemite has a way of making it feel like losing.
A little.
Aw, she's so cute. Eve is cute when she's doing this. It's embarrassing, but there are some parts of me I just can't deny. Like how I had a banana phone until I left for college. I'm always going to be an earthy nature freak deep down. Ring, 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 banana phone.
Better get cooking then. It's still bright and early outside, but it's almost high noon in Utah. We don't want to end up sharing our picnic with the crickets.
Wait.
Yellowstone is in the middle of tying an apron around her,
I'll
so...
fix the food this time.
Oh. At first, Yellowstone beams, because if there's one thing she loves more than helping, it's being offered help. But as sudden as lightning flashes through the sky, it morphs into a grimace.
Golly, I sure do appreciate the offer, Yosemite, but it's all fine and dandy. I can whip all this up lickety-split.
Yosemite releases Zion from her eternal hug and makes her way to the stove, snatching the apron right off Yellowstone's back.
It's not fine and it's not dandy. You wanted more help around here anyway, so here it is. Besides, I know Zion's favorite food.
God, she's so... I get it though. Just look at her. And look at how she was in the flashbacks. that would honestly, I would give anyone a complex. Help, my mother Benjamin Buttoned into a sweet little babu. Yellowstone looks on in quiet horror, unable to stand up to the tyrant. Biting her thumb, she mumbles to herself.
Okie dokie, this is all fine. It's all gonna turn out swell. Just trust Yosemite.
I lean in and whisper to Yellowstone. The two of us are quickly becoming the keepers of all secrets within this cabin.
Be straight with me. Should I be scared of Yosemite's cooking?
Yes, you should be. We all should be.
As we resign ourselves to whatever fate Yosemite cooks up, Zion walks past us and stops at the paintings. She stares up at hers, focusing on it as if she were looking for something deep in the valley, painted on the canvas. And for a long time, she stays like that. After what feels like an eternity of listening to genres of elevator music I didn't even know existed, the line finally starts to ring. First once, then twice. On the third ring, some lady on the other end answers. My foot aches from all the impatient tapping.
Yeah, I'd like to check my balance. Checkings.
There's a long pause. When she speaks, there's a bunch of nonsense words I don't care about.
No, I don't want the app.
More words?
I don't want the credit card either. Just tell me if there's been any suspicious charges.
She sighs, I sigh. What a pain in the ass. I give her my account number. My eyes start to glaze over as I wait for her to bring up the info. Over by the counter, Yellowstone squirms and gasps as Yosemite crams what I think are sandwiches into the picnic basket. She forces the lid shut, a murky rainbow of fruits and vegetables spilling over the top. Zion is laying on my bed, staring at the ceiling. Pup is there too, curled up and resting his snout on her. I didn't give either of them permission to be on there, but you know what? I'll let her have it this once. Because I feel bad that Yosemite is going all dance recital mom on her. The lady on the phone speaks up and starts listing off all my recent transactions, magazine subscriptions, Sierra Club, ASPCA donations, some bad graffiti artist medical bills, the usual. But then one unusual purchase, nothing expensive, nothing grand. Just an $8 charge to an online bookseller. I sneak another peek at Yosemite. She starts to hum to herself as she folds the picnic blanket into an uneven rectangle, smiling in such an uncharacteristic, joyful way that the skin on my back crawls. Okay, got it.
All right, that's all I need to know. Thanks.
Before I end the call, she stops me. What now? She asks the question, and if I could, I'd reach through the phone and swat her on the head.
Yes, I know what a smartphone is.
I hang up and toss my BlackBerry on the couch. Can the person check in with their credit union without any hassles?
God!
Yeah, okay. At least I know one thing for certain now. Yosemite definitely used my card to buy that book. And she probably used my phone to do it.
If you're so dead set on living an archaic existence, you may as well resort to the barter system. Really stick it to 'em.
You try operating in modern society. I bet you go nuts after forgetting your 5th password.
The fight drains from her eyes. She glances over at Zion, who is now sitting on the edge of the bag waiting to go.
You're probably right.
It's because of weird moments like that that I'm not gonna chew her out about it yet. There's something going on here. The unsure glances and sad smiles make it as obvious as a slap to the face. So I'm just gonna observe this for a bit, wait and see how this plays out. Yellowstone told me she had wandered around 30 years before meeting up with the other two. These girls have decades of baggage. And with this, that is all, folks. Bye-bye. And stay gold.